Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scribo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Sunday, August 7th, and the moon is in Sag. Today is a tale of two aspects, or two different kinds of aspects. We have a supportive trine between Venus and Neptune, which is lovely. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, so in a way they vibrate with each other. They align in their nature. Brings up creativity, compassion. The trine in itself is a highly creative aspect. We also have the Sun and Moon trine today, with the Sun in Leo and the Moon in Sag. Both these trines have the character of Leo, so they are creatively self-expressive, sure of themselves, optimistic, and generally a nice flow of energy, a nice connection to spirit, and a nice connection to our creativity. We also have a square today between Mars and Saturn, whereas a flow between Neptune and Venus, and even the Sun and the Moon is one sort of feeling. A square between Mars and Saturn is kind of the whole opposite. This squares create crisis. This particular crisis is a crisis in action. We feel the need to take an action. And of course, we're dealing with Mars, so we always feel like taking an action with Mars. Mars is now, is still in Taurus. Slow and steady wins the race. Taurus tends to be quite persistent. Saturn is in Aquarius, and this square creates a lot of frustration. So we can feel like we're sort of hitting a brick wall when we're trying to get things done and accomplished. And perhaps it has more to do with getting things accomplished for the collective, that being Saturn in Aquarius, but generally difficult aspects. So it's easy to get frustrated with this. You can feel blocked, and people who, even the most patient of us, can find ourselves feeling quite frustrated by this. So be aware. And there is a way to approach this, I think, that can be very helpful. Squares are, this particular type of square is a square that requires us to build foundations, right? So we're taking things, we're building foundations, and if we look at these sort of, if at first you don't succeed, try again, and try not to get too frustrated. We actually can learn from our mistakes. I would be careful today around speeding cars and speeding. You will very possibly get caught for that. Saturn is sort of the big cop in the sky, in a way, and we are held responsible for our actions through Saturn. So we want to make sure that our actions are as above board as they can be. And that if we do feel any kind of frustration, we don't take it out on anybody or even on ourselves. Just step back from it, breathe, and say, you know what? That didn't work. Let's try something else. Eventually, this aspect moves out of orb, and things get accomplished, even though in the moment you may feel like nothing is getting done. There's always a lesson to be learned, right? And Saturn freaking loves to teach us lessons. So this morning I'm out here and the cat ran after the bunny, and I was nervous, but then the cat came out and there was no kerfuffle. So I think because the bunny is almost the size of the cat, that they probably just sort of sniffed each other and went on their merry way. Charlie's okay. The bunny's okay. Everybody's okay. I was a little nervous there for a minute. Everybody's okay but the birds, because I haven't given them bird feed in a couple of days. So I am going to do that and water some plants. And I will see you again tomorrow morning. Oh, there's something big over here. What is this? Oh, it's a butterfly. little mothy, maybe moth. Oh no, too fast. It's a moth. All right, guys, take care. Much love. Namaste.